Good evening. Hope you're enjoying the music. So, here I am. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025 on the east coast of the United States, and unfortunately a pretty dark day for the video gaming industry as Microsoft has laid waste to a surprisingly high number of developers and teams today. It's pretty sad. Some of the lowlights include the longtime developers Turn 10, longtime developers of the Forza Motorsport franchise, having their headcount slashed in half. The developers of the new Perfect Dark reboot were all let go. The game was canceled and the studio shuttered. There were cuts at Rare, and their new project was canceled. And they even cut positions at King, the Candy Crush people, I think by about 10%. And now this really gets me. They just bought Activision, in large part because they're the Call of Duty people. And they even cut staff at the Call of Duty studios. So that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, what are you even doing? But and what really gets me is it's not like Xbox was losing money. I know we're all aware of the struggles that the brand is going through right now, but Xbox revenues were up last year. I'm not sure if it's revenues or profit, but that were up 8 to 9% year over year. But you know, they didn't need to do this. So yeah. Dan period in chat, where have you been? Yes, Microsoft bought Activision. Like, this is old news. Yes, they bought Bethesda, they bought Activision, they didn't buy Nintendo, they didn't buy Sony, they didn't buy Sega, but it was rumored. Yeah, that was like one of the big stories of, was it last year or the year before? I don't even remember. It's been a while. So yeah, Microsoft owns your Call of Duty. But anyway, that all sucks, but this doesn't. This is Kid Icarus. This is one of Nintendo's classic franchises, and I decided to dabble in it a little bit. I've practiced a little over the last week. I have a little cheat sheet to my left with instructions on how to get through Fortresses 2 and 3. Fortress 1 I've played quite a lot in Nintendo World Championships NES edition on my Switch, so I can pretty much do that in my sleep now. But my yes, Icarus is a very good song in Beatmania 2DX. My end goal is to finish the game in an hour, if possible. But this is not such an easy game to speedrun, so and I'll explain as I go. I hope you'll also use this video to kind of acquaint yourself with the game a little bit. Maybe get yourself interested in actually playing it. So yeah, I will pick up my fun NES Classic controller, which is connected via a Wii to USB adapter, and I will go ahead and begin. So there's a lot of interesting quirks to this game. For example, you'll often run into ceilings, literally, and you know, not be able to jump past them. But while you're jumping, if you press down, you solve that problem. Another control quirk. Like many games of the era, Kid Icarus has a limit on how quickly you can fire, and you're looking at it. But if you crouch in between your shots, you can actually fire a bit faster. This game has a lot of funky quirks. So this is actually a strength upgrade room, but there's nothing in it because there's an invisible stat. A lot of guides online refer to it as skill. And if you raise your skill to a certain point, a strength upgrade appears. But if you don't, the room is empty. That's how you know you blew it. Unfortunately, that strength room, which is at the very beginning of the game, there is no way to raise your skill that high before entering that room, so that room will always be empty. So hearts are your currency in this game. It's your money. They have nothing to do with health. There aren't really that many ways to restore health in this game, but I will explain them as we encounter them. That harp there turns all of the enemies that spawn on the screen into mallets. You will see their use when we get to one of the fortress levels later. Lorgan in chat says, "Kid me at least found this a tough game." I got news for you. This is an extremely tough game. It's one of the most difficult of Nintendo's classic franchises, I think. Not going to be able to get that. I think everyone has heard about the you know, the vertically scrolling levels with their, you know, bottomless pits. You know, the screen immediately becomes a bottomless pit as you walk past it. So that chalice there will heal my health all the way. Now, if I go into that door, it will disappear. So I need to make sure to pick it up before I go into the door. This Reaper enemy... Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Whoops. I guess I should, like, talk a little less and play a little more. The game is very good, but it's extremely difficult, especially if you're like me and you weren't paying attention there at all. Bob Q in chat says, "I remember growing up in the NES generation when the Nintendo was the best thing, like sliced bread." Yeah, the kid up the street from me was the first on the block to have an NES, and Atari 2600 owning me was extremely jealous and needed to have the thing immediately. My very nice, very generous parents did get me one after a little while. In general, if you're speedrunning something, you don't want to waste time defeating a lot of enemies because it takes time, but this game's a little different because the upgrades to your health and your main attack power are both tied to defeating enemies. So if you don't kill enough stuff, you'll never get the upgrades. Alright, well, I have, oh, Lorgan mentions RC Pro-Am, and that was a absolutely fantastic game. You can actually play that again in the Rare Replay collection, along with Cobra Triangle, which was another really great Rare classic. Not Rare hard to find, but Rare the developer, the legendary developer. So this is a treasure chamber, and you can shoot these jars to open them at a cost of 5 hearts each. But there's a trick to these. So in World 1, you can always count on these 3 jars not having the God of Poverty, who, if you reveal before the last jar, you lose everything. Now, if I want to, I can collect these 2 big hearts and the 1 mallet. All the jars will disappear if I pick up any items, and the treasure chamber will essentially be over. But because 1 mallet was revealed, I know that the God of Poverty is in the upper right position. And now I will go ahead and reveal all the other jars. And by revealing this one last, we just got ourselves a barrel. which normally costs like 600 hearts, so that's a really awesome find. The barrel will actually hold bottles that can restore your health later if you run out of it. So that's a really good item to have, and something that you're going to want to buy somewhat early on. And now here we have one of the reasons why Kid Icarus is known for being a really punishingly difficult game, because one misstep and you plunge to your death. Bob Q in chat asks, was I a straight A student in school? So I wasn't quite. I was pretty good at middle and high school, to the point where... And by the way, there's no time limit in this game other than the one I've imposed on myself, so you don't have to rush the combat in this game. Yeah, I was a pretty decent student, and I think my goal at the end of high school was to rank in the top 10% of my class of 320 students. I ranked number 33. I was like, ah, come on! Really? Oh, well, he fell. Never mind. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over there. Ah! Alright, we're almost at the end of the level. We don't want to die now. Oh, your mother. I was not a good student in college. That was when that was when everything went to yeah, I decided that video games were more fun than schoolwork and didn't really focus on the schoolwork much at all. Now, ice is one of your worst enemies in this game. You know, one of those enemies that doesn't move but causes your death so many times. Because, well, for multiple reasons, really. Number one, ice floors are slippery, and number two, if you press down while you're in an ice chamber, I mean, if you press down while you're standing on ice, you will fall right through the floor. Which, you know, occasionally is useful, but at most times is unexpected and probably fatal. You cannot jump while pointing upwards. You don't get a lot of time to pick up hearts before they disappear. Now, here's an... this is the black market. This guy sells things like the barrel that can't be purchased in other places. Of course, he charges really high prices, so I can't afford anything. The feather will save your life if you fall off the screen. The bottle will automatically be used to restore 1 square of health if you run out. In certain stores, you can also buy the chalice that contains 1 box of health. Only thing is, you know, you buy that, it's used immediately. Would you stop it? Ow. Oh. And you're dead. You and all your buddies. Now, these guys don't give you any score, but they do give you skill and also money. So, yes, Lorgan, you are remembering correctly. He asks in chat, oh, this is the game with the eggplant wizard, isn't it? Yes, one of the most popular characters from the old Saturday morning cartoon Captain N the Game Master. No, actually, that's a total lie. Nobody likes the Eggplant Wizard in there, in this game, anywhere, because the Eggplant Wizard is a jerk. Now, this is an ordinary shop, not the black market. And what's really cool about this is if you press A and B together on controller 2... Oh, wait. That is when you try to haggle, but you need a strength upgrade before that will work. Otherwise, he does this and raises the prices. Even higher than the black market guy. Like I said, lots of unique little quirks about this game. Whoa, that was the ice. I did not mean to move like that. Sometimes if you jump off the ice, you have no control over your character while jumping. So you gotta be real careful playing on the ice. Oh. I love how the edges of the screen wrap around like that, but it isn't everywhere, so you do have to be careful. And they don't stop with the moving platforms. Of course he notices me anyway. Oops. When you die, and you will die, you reappear at the beginning of the current stage, and everything is as it was when you entered with regard to your money, your score. The only difference is your health is refilled up to 2 units. If your life bar is at least 2 boxes big, those first 2 boxes will be filled. Oops. Nope. Jumping was a mistake there. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Oh, well, disappeared too quickly anyway. Whoops. Alright, whoa! I was trying to jump and then duck while in midair, but that did not work. There we go. Gotta be real careful about ducking close to those ice floors. Yeah, you're not gonna sell me anything. Taken a little more damage than I would have liked. There's another health restoring chalice up here, I think. What's nice about these doors is when you go into them, all the enemies are gone. When these guys appear, they basically face whatever direction you're in relation to them. You can take advantage of that at times. Oops. Keeping 1 heart on the screen from those little ones prevents them from respawning sooner. They don't respawn. Once there are 4 of them, they don't respawn until all of them and their hearts are gone. Oops. Should have turned around. What happened there? Thought I was gonna pick that up. You're not going to see me all the way over... Yes, yes, you are. Ugh. I was hoping to avoid the fireballs over here. That last one is going to kill me, isn't it? That was kind of lucky there. That's the end of the level? No. Ah, here's the strength upgrade. Thankfully, we killed enough things to be able to get it. So now my arrows do double the damage they did before. Oh, no, 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 no! Like I said, now they do the usual peace stream amount of damage. That was the end of the level, too. Alright. Just took a little too much damage there. There's very little room for error all across this game, at least until you get a few more boxes on your life bar. Then you can afford to make a few more mistakes. Come over here already. These speck noses, as they're called, follow slightly different paths each time you enter the room. It's like there's, you know, certain paths that they can follow, and then they're all kind of random. I try not to, you know, enter every one of those rooms, but money is just hard to come by. This is not like The Legend of Zelda where you can just beat up on a few enemies and then you'll have enough money to buy something. The items in this game, as you can see, are significantly more expensive. So you kind of want to save up money when you can. Oh! Am I really one hit from death already? Can't reach that. I'm surprised that the Reaper didn't notice me. Yeah, we're not sticking around to fight you folks now. Now, let's try not to get hit as much heading up this way. We'll just drop a Reaper here. Why not? This was the platform it was supposed to be on. You have everything except low prices. Oh, shouldn't have picked up those hearts. I got 4 hearts and paid for them dearly. Oh, come on! I knew as soon as I had made the jump that I was screwed. That was terrible. I was doing pretty well up until then, too. I'm just getting all the failure out of the way early. That's what I'm doing. It's on purpose, obviously. not sticking around, are you? Yeah, you're taking too long to get down here. Oops. Ugh, I should not have taken damage on this screen. Come on, come over. There we go. Of course, I screwed myself. Not being able to get that heart there. Lost control on the ice again. Oh boy, that was not great. I should just not go in that door, but it's helpful to be able to wipe the enemies off the screen, even if only for a short time. Again, slipping on the ice is very easy to do. Oh, you... I really thought I would have time to jump over the Reaper, grab the chalice, and be on my merry way. This is, oh. Alright. I gotta do better now. That wasn't bad. Nice. Black market. Ugh. There I go, slipping on the ice again. Alright, and we escaped the Specknose room, and we have full health again. Ooh, I almost slipped. That would have been fairly embarrassing, but maybe not any more so than what we've already messed up. Nope. Okay. Not interested in your wares, thank you. We're gonna beat you and then jump over and not collect those hearts, because we don't want you to come back so quickly. A little bit of manipulation. Sometimes scrolling up the screen a little more helps too, because it can affect where these things spawn. Yeah, we're not falling there again. Nice. And of course... Oh, no, 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 no. Come back, platform. We are not going to die there. Where are you going? Once the Reaper is off the screen... Whoa! Once the Reaper is off the screen, the Reapets won't come back. Ah, that was a dirty trick. Strength upgrade? Strength upgrade. Alright, we are not losing this again. We are going to stage 1-3 right now. I didn't even take damage from that. I broke 10,000 points, I believe. No? No. You get your first health up when you get to 20,000. Generally, if you stay in the same spot for a while and, you know, just kill same thing repeatedly, you will get the life ups much more quickly, but I just don't have the stomach for that, you know? Alright, we're not sticking around. Our health is kind of low. I know the fastest way to restore my health at this point is to die, but I gotta show my pride. Not die on purpose. Oh! I also consider that to be a dirty, dirty trick. Trying not to get hit again. I don't want to spend my money for a health restore now. I'm pretty sure there's a hot spring chamber somewhere. Maybe at the end of the level? I can't recall. Which was the best way up? I don't remember. Whew, that was a close one. Ah, treasure chamber. Let's see. So we're gonna hit you, and you again. And we have... Oh! No mallets at all. That means the God of Poverty is in the lower left corner. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a bottle. Nope, it's a feather. Which is good to have, but it's not going to help my 1 HP butt right now. We'll just have to try not to get hit by anything. That was close. Those little orange things sticking out of the wall right there, yeah, those hurt too. What? Did that one just disappear? No, don't fall on me. Oh, my favorite. I can't believe I just did that. Well, now you see what happens when I fall when I have a feather, but unfortunately you're not impervious to damage during that time when you can float up and, you know, save yourself. Because, well, I got killed just after that. Just as I predicted, my 1 HP butt did not last. What's in here again? Oh, yeah, we're skipping over that. The price I pay for scrolling the screen a little more quickly than I should have, I guess. What's in here again? Oh, I can buy a bottle now. I have a barrel. Alright. We bought a bottle. That should keep me alive. Oh, shoot! I should have haggled and reduced the price a little. Oh well, that's on me. Now that I have strength 2, I would have been able to do that. Oh, my hearts. What have you done with my hearts? Okay, let's try this again. 1, 3, 8. Okay, we see 2 mallets, which means the one right across from me is where the God of Poverty is hiding. Serious? Why can't I hit that one? Oh, I don't have enough money! Alright, that's a big bummer. You need 5 hearts to open each one of those. Wow. I just totally missed the chance for a sweet item because I did not manage my money. It's never too late to learn money management. An important skill for your future. Sigh. Oops. Oh, where did you come from? I don't want to know. Get that harp and turn them all into mallets. Oh, I didn't think I touched that, but yeah, I can't afford your prices. And here come these jerks again. And there goes that jerk again. Well, I just used my bottle. The way the lava works is unusual. It seems to basically do damage according to a timer. Like, whenever the system timer is at a particular point per second, that's when it does damage to you. Which means, if you manage to jump in and out of the lava quickly, there's a possibility that you will escape damage completely. But I was not lucky there. What's in here? Oh! Can you endure this harsh training? This is about the safest spot in this room that I have found. Ugh! You just have to shoot upwards when you see something spawn above you. Other than that, you mindlessly shoot forward. If you can do that, you'll be rewarded with a weapon. And this is the best thing to take immediately because It gives you a protective shield at least once you have 2 health bars, 2 health boxes, which I do not have, and now I'm in big trouble. I'm not going to survive this. Man, I needed to clear the stage then because... Oh, wait, I forgot. I get my money back. Okay, so I'll be able to buy the bottle again. I was going to say, like, well, now I don't have the money, nor do I have the health. So I'm, like, double screwed, but that's not actually the case. Also, I have to not make mistakes during the training chamber like I did this time. I definitely have made more than my fair share of mistakes, though. The first world in this game is pretty tough. But hopefully I will do better next time. What's in here again? Right. And now that I'm strength 2, I'm going to press A and B on controller 2, and now we've lowered the price of the bottle somewhat. I love that you can leave without letting them finish talking. Okay, once again, we shoot this one, and we can afford to hit them all this time. Okay, there's 1 mallet, which means upper right corner. Oh, that's a credit card. Now I've never gotten that before. Not during my practice runs, but from what I've heard, the way the credit card works is you can buy from the black market on credit. Oops. And so basically it'll say you have 0 money, and every time you pick up hearts it'll look like nothing happened, and indeed nothing will happen until you have paid back your debt, at which point you can then collect money again. So it's a pretty unique thing, because I don't think most games had something like that. You either... Oh, I should not have collected the heart there. Yeah, most games of this age, you either have the money to afford something, or you don't. Not gonna get those. Oh. Oh! Couldn't you wait just a little time? Kinda screwed on that. Not a moment's peace. Leave me alone. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, jeez. Alright, we've used our bottle. Here they come. Nice. Alright, let's not mess up the training this time. Another way that you can mess up the training is by exiting the chamber. And if you do that, not only do you not get a weapon, but you also get called a weakling, which always feels great. Nice, we handled that perfectly. That's going to be super useful in World 2. Okay. I'm just going to skip over you. Goodbye. Oh, the repets make that too dangerous. Ooh, I just barely broke 20k. We finally got that second health box just in time for Fortress number 1, or Labyrinth, I think they're called. Now, the thing about the labyrinths in this game is that they're not labyrinths in the same way that, you know, you would think from Zelda. You know, in Zelda, the dungeons are like, oh, you find the hidden items and unlock the doors with keys and figure out where you're going. But really, in Kid Icarus, the only purpose of the labyrinths is find the boss and kill it. That's it. Ah, you're annoying. So you see all these statues over here? These mallets that we've been picking up, if you whack a statue, you have freed the centurion who was trapped inside. Oh, and here's the eggplant wizards. I cannot believe I got hit by that. You know what? I'm just gonna get myself killed. Once you're eggplanted, you can't really do much of anything until you either find a hospital or die like I did. But honestly, I wanted that extra health anyway. Oops. I wanted that extra health, but now I've lost half of it already. I'm not going to be able to reach that. Oh well. Oops. The score counts in here too. So you'll want to kill stuff at many opportunities. Alright, the proper way to get past them is to get up nice and close. Or you also have the option of running right through them. Obviously you'll take damage for doing that, but you won't get eggplanted. Now we hold to the left. And if you don't do that, you fall down, and you have to do the entire beginning of the fortress all over again, which is really annoying, and it's a prime example of the NES jank in this game. This is the very first hot spring that we've come across, and it just restores your health. That's all there is to it. There aren't that many of them in the game, but when they show up, they are extremely welcome. Oops. Didn't take damage there. It's really hard to avoid that one. Really want that currency. What if I wait over here? Oh, too slow. That's better. Oh, no, 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 no! Forget you guys. Oops. Stuck out just a little further than I would have liked. We're a stone's throw from the first boss. And here we are. And now all the centurions that you rescued will be mostly useless, but will try their best. I don't know why, but if you wait in this exact spot, oftentimes the boss will get stuck here and wait for you to kill it. I don't know why that works. It just does. And that's World 1. Trying to remember how many points you need for the second life up. Probably 50k. This is World 2, the Overworld. Whoa. Do I want to buy something? Nah, I'll wait. Hoping to come across a... Now you can really lean on these protective spheres. They won't stop everything coming at you, but they will stop a surprising amount. Any more? These are kind of easy scores, so... I knew there was a hot spring here. That's why I waited on buying those health restoring items. Ugh. Oh, this is a little too high on the screen for that type of enemy. Okay, let's skip the monster lair. I think we've got plenty of score, really. They're kind of cute looking, but dangerous. Ah! Avoid one thing, run into another. Oops. I'm not sure how I managed to avoid that. Alright, here's the black market. We'll wait for a more affordable opportunity. Ooh, saved my bacon. Ah! Probably should have just kept going. Treasure chamber. Now, things are a little bit different in worlds 2 and 3. You want to shoot the 2 over here and this one. We've 1 mallet visible, which means the god of poverty is here. That's right, yeah? Yeah, okay. So now we shoot all the others. And hit this one last, and sure enough, a free feather. I knew we'd get a free feather eventually. That's why I'm hesitant to pay for them. Oops, I went the wrong path. Oh well. At least if I wanted that health, I did. What's in here? Hey, I got my strength upgrade again. Now we do 3 points of damage with every arrow. It's like the vibe is definitely different going from World 1 to World 2. There's a lot more room for error since you're not constantly in danger of falling off the screen. You have more health, so there's less chance that you'll run out of it. Okay, and now this is an ordinary shop, so we're going to haggle, which is more kind of like threatening the shopkeeper. We'll get another bottle. And if you wait long enough, he puts out new items. Can the haggling be done a second time? Yes, yes it can. We'll buy another feather, just in case we fall. So what is that? Oh, I only have 1 bottle. I thought I had 2. But I guess it's because I used my previous bottle. Whoa, ah! I had plenty of opportunity to avoid that, and I guess I chose not to. Ah. Feel like I just climbed to try to get the goal pole. Oh, here we go. Harsh training. Let's do it. Ah, messed up there. Oh, you're gonna rob me of my bottle, aren't you? My discount bottle. Ugh. Oh, I messed up again. Ugh, sloppy, but we survived long enough to get... we'll get the fire arrows now. Now, if my memory serves me right... right after this is a sequence where you get the robbers who try to steal the weapons that you've acquired through your trials. Oh, this would have been a strength upgrade had I killed just a few more things, huh? Ugh! I just used my bottle. That's annoying. No, that's the end of the level. Actually, I think you can only get one strength upgrade per level. I could be wrong, but... Power up. Alright, good. Now I can hold even more health. Wow, there's a door right at the beginning. Treasure chamber. We're gonna open... these 3 again. We're closing in on the hour that I gave myself. Okay, there's 2 mallets, which means the middle position. So we'll open that one up last. Oh, whoops. Already opened everything. Oh, good. A free bottle. That replaces the one I just used. Or in stage 2-2. I was hoping to get a little bit further than this. Alright, we don't need to hang out with them. All these doors here. Oh, you know, I just remembered something. Maybe I will beat up on them for a little money, because I remembered that there is a hot spring after this. At least I think so. Unless my memory is playing tricks on me. I guess I should have entered all their lairs, huh? There was a hot spring. Too bad. But at least I'll have a full health bar for now. Ooh, that was a close one. So many doors. Oh, there's the robber. If the robber touches you, they will steal one of your treasures. Your weapons, I mean. And you'll have to buy it back from the black market later. And of course, they charge an arm and a leg for it, so you don't want to be in that position if you can help it. This ice, unfortunately, is just as slippery as all the ice from earlier, and you will still fall through the floor if you press down, even if you're on the lowest position. And I don't know what the deal is with the spaceman over there. I really don't. Ow. Apparently he can shoot out his butt. I just play the games. I don't make them. I mean, I do make them, but not this one. And this is your first opportunity to buy back your stolen weapon. But fortunately, I didn't have a weapon stolen, so... We've hit our time limit. I was going to basically continue until either I clear the stage or I die. It's just a shame that... Oh, that was unfortunate. You basically have to press A to gain height there. And you won't fall until, you know, those wings wear off. But you better be in a good spot by then, otherwise you're just going to fall right back down again. I'm not hurting for cash. I can't believe I tried to like change my mind in the middle of that jump and it did not work. And just like that, I burned up both feathers that I had. Oh, thank goodness I didn't fall through the floor there. Ah. Wasn't smart. Once again, black market, can't haggle. Just lots of scoring opportunities with them. This world is just straight up a whole lot easier than the previous one. That's the end of that level. Maybe I'll do a little more. Next health boost at 100k, I think. Those spiky things are going to hurt you if you touch them. Do not want to stand in the path of their jump. Huh. It almost looked like, well, too many objects. You're gonna have to leave. Was not quick enough to escape Spaceman Spiff's whatever he's firing. Can't really tell. What's in here? Treasure chamber. Once again, we're going to shoot these 3 positions. In worlds 2 and 3, these 3 positions are always safe. And now, no mallets are showing, which means the lower right corner is what we want to avoid until the very end. And we got ourselves a feather back. For the low, low price of not much. One thing, though, the skill variable that determines whether you get the strength upgrade or not, raiding the treasure chamber does subtract from that variable. So, I mean, if you kill enough things to make up for it, then at the end of the day it makes no difference, but you do need to be mindful of it. Yeah, I'm not going down there. What? Why did Spaceman Spiff come back so quickly? Ah. Hey, another training chamber. That was a lucky shot. That was not the force field or whatever you want to call that hitting them. It is completely ineffective against these metal plates straight out of Xevious. Ooh, was not expecting that to happen. At least that's what they remind me of. I don't know what the people at Namco were thinking coming up with just metal plates as enemies, but now we have just a teeny bit more range on our shots. Oh wait, no we don't. I think I need to upgrade my strength a little more before I can use all 3 weapons at the same time. I kind of like being at the bottom. What's in here? An ordinary shop. Which means we can do this and lower our prices. I have 1 feather and 1 bottle. I'll just buy a little health to start. And also a feather. And let's get out of here. Whoa! That was pretty cheap. Uh-oh. I got lucky there. Somehow not taking damage. That was like done correctly. Amazing. Nope, we don't need the cash. Ah, Spaceman Spiff, what are you doing to me? Oh, geez, I totally did not pay attention to the fact that the robbers are here. Ugh, that was close. And if they had taken something, I would have been able to buy it right back here. That's gotta be on purpose. Come at me, bro. Honestly, this game is a lot more fun after World 1. Oops. Was hoping to hit at least one of them. Still have to be careful. Still have to do some precision jumping, but ah, got up at exactly the wrong time. Oh wow, I didn't even notice the hazard. That was pretty bad. Oh, this is the end. How did we do? That'll get us the 4th chunk of life bar. The last one is at 200k, so it's a little ways away. Alright, this is the 2nd fortress, and I gave myself a little bit of a guide for this. Down, Now we go right 3 times. 1, 2. Grab a little health for the road. Should have haggled, but didn't. Okay, after right 3 times, go up. And then left twice. These are totally the Goombas from Super Mario. Which was the Game Boy one? Super Mario Land 2? I have to go left one more time. And now up, left, and up twice. Oh, well, there's nothing coming at me, so... Up once. Oops. Hey! Jeez. Here's a store. Haha. You can haggle in the labyrinths too. Oh, that was actually a waste of money, because if I go left twice... There's a hot spring here, isn't there? Oh well. I'm supporting my local economy, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna head right twice to go back to the store. These spikes look absolutely terrible, but they only actually do 1 HP worth of damage. Okay, so now we're going to go right 3 times, then down 3 times. That was once. Twice. Uh-oh, I forgot about you jerks. That is a valid tactic. Alright, we went right 3 times. Now we have to go down 3 times. But before we do that, we're going to free all 3 of you. Oops. Down once. Down twice. Down 3 times. Okay, and right and down 3 more times. One. Two. 3. Left twice. 1. We'll take a bottle. And now we have 2. That's good. I'm gonna leave because that eggplant is a little too close for comfort. Alright, so in this room here, I need to go up and then right to the boss. I think I'm probably safe. Jerk eggplants. And here we are. Well, they sure didn't last long. Oops. This is more just perseverance and trying not to mess up. As you can see, this boss has no strategy. It just does the same thing over and over again. As long as you can stay out of its way, you will win eventually. Oh, and as long as you keep shooting it, obviously. Oops. It helps to boost your strength, though. I'm pretty sure the boss does more damage to you than the lava does, so if you're faced with the decision of whether to get hit by the boss or lava, you should choose the lava. Just get out of it quickly, otherwise it can do repeated damage. Oops. So basically, if you're not put off by the super hard difficulty of the very first world of this game, this is a pretty good game. You just have to stick with it long enough to, you know, not give up immediately. Ugh. I should not do that again. I will probably be dead if I do that again. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I have bottles. Well, too bad for you. Alright, well, we got to where we wanted to be. Stage 3-1. We finished the first two worlds with a score of 132,000, and we've reached the Sky World with its really catchy music. This has got to be one of the greatest bangers of the early NES days, I think. You know, I had this song in my head today for like a few hours while in the office doing IT things. Anyway, I have to stop because I do need to sleep. I will attempt to get further next week, and I will practice World 1 so as to not suck in it as much as I did this time. I'm going to try and complete it without, you know, as many deaths, obviously, but also I'm going to do my best to score higher in it so as to build up my strength and my life bar quicker, because you can see where that's going to make the game a whole lot easier. So, but yeah, it's a great game. It really is, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone as long as you're A, okay with NES jank, and B, you can't be put off by high difficulty at the beginning of a game. Otherwise, you're gonna bounce right off of this, which is fine. Nothing is for everyone. There's never going to be something so good that somebody somewhere will not hate it. I learned that very quickly when releasing my own games. So, oh, good. I got a spam comment in chat. It just isn't a proper stream without one of those, huh? And now I have banned them. So anyway, hey Joe Sushi, how you doing? Hopefully all is well with you. I know you were going through a rough patch before. Hopefully you're looking at the other side of it at least. So anyway, I will leave you with this amazing Skyworld music, and I will say to take good care of yourself. Please, be well, do your best. I know the news has been pretty awful lately. Try to limit your consumption. I mean, not just the political news, but the game industry news. It seems like we can't catch a break these days. There's going to be a lot of people out of work. If you know somebody in your life who is currently out of work, you know, do your best to encourage them and help them get back on their feet if you can. But make sure you don't hurt yourself doing that, because it's tough. It's a really hard situation, and everyone's situation is different. So it's, you know, no advice is going to be good in every situation. So just, you know, we do have to try to lift ourselves up when we can, though. And by that I mean lift up the people around us. So let's all do our best and try and take care of ourselves. So stay well, stay healthy, get some rest, do as I say, not as I do. And thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. You have many choices, and you chose me for some odd reason. Thank you for that. So take care, be well, and I will be continuing my Z1M1 combination Zelda Metroid 1 randomizer Saturday night. And yeah, and we'll play Kid Icarus again next Wednesday. So until then, be well, take care, bye.